as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets? Fool. That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken very short. Running right through him. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Here we go. What do you need?
That's the run. That's the run. That's the run.
21.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. On second down, a run with Breida. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. He was looking for Matthews that time. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive. Starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked them, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're as shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to catch. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken short. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, you got 3.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
11.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet, see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They will run with Grant. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Grant. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And this is taken in at the 5. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. 2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. Powers through it. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Let's go. At their own 13-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a give coming right is Breida. And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
11.
Check 13. Check 13. Showing up. Hey, check 24.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
11.
Check the outlet. Back.
Hey, gun. I got you.
Motion.
Hey, gun. Get hot.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
That's a what?
11.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fresh off the pick six. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I got this.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's got it to Matthews, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice
rush coming, and he's taken down. Patrick Owasor leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
To throw is Garoppolo. This is caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Gold with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here we go. Touchdown. Go, baby. Turn it over. Get that ball.
This time Jackson will throw it. And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing. And keep in mind, 80 got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. Garoppolo, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Garoppolo on first down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
21.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They go counter with Breida, and a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing is Jackson. And an alley to run. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. Yeah, I saw that lane. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 26 yards, as the Ravens push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right?
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. That's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On third down, Jackson going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 73 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Parker, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Deep ball for Goodwin. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Down 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 71 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Now Gold for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score, Ravens 42, 49ers 31.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. There he goes right side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. DJ Chark, 77 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Man open, it's Goodwin. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Deep ball for, and this will be caught at the 30. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 67 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold to add the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. To throw is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Just down San Francisco.
White.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all. The way down to the 22-yard line.
49-yard gain on the play.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Well, fellas, here we go.
On second and 9, Garoppolo. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, alert! Hey, Delta!
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
37.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. This is Grant. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
You got to get the ball. Can you get the ball right here? Let's go. Move.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got him in, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 84 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like him? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, 74 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold with the extra point, and that will get them one closer.
Ravens 56, 49ers 44. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored one.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run again with Breida. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Gould able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, does it?
That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. DJ Chark, 76 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on off.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They go back to Grant. And some room to maneuver. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Throwaway and incomplete. It's now 4th down and goal.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Your job.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. DJ Chark there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. Boy, what a job there. 4th down that far away from the end zone just to get it in, get that done.
An unlikely result, but it occurred nonetheless. What a terrific play. Great way to finish and in the end zone.
And the defense has to be scratching their heads, right?
That's usually to their advantage. In that situation, they should be able to make a play on the ball, but instead it turned out to be a touchdown, and maybe I go figure it out on their sideline.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in.
And he's taken down. back at his own 7. Jalen Ferguson, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Garoppolo to throw. He's going to let it fly. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Breida. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
We taking wins home. Check pitch good. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Mike.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Here we go. 21.
Move. 3 down.
11.
6 down. Check 6 down.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. DJ Chark, 45 yards. as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
This is caught inside the 15. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise good. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Watch the screen. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey.
Jackson on first down. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew,